And I would say that the biggest impact that digital has had is that it has collapsed the front end and the back end of our companies. Because of consumer expectations, our companies can't just promise an experience, they need to deliver on that experience in the same session.
It fundamentally changes the way we interact with our customers. I think that's the main impact. And obviously, to be able to create a superior customer experience and being able to transact real time, it also means that in our back offices, we need to fully automate our processes.
One of the things that gets in the way of digital execution is a failure of imagination. In a world where we used to be comfortable that it took 2 weeks to do a mortgage process, the ability to actually get mortgage approval in 5 seconds really strains the credibility and the thought of people who are used to operating in an industry that has performed for its customers under a certain set of rules for a very long time. But the organizations that are most successful in this new world imagine a world where they can give their clients an answer about their mortgage in 5 seconds or less.
I think to get ahead of digital, the first is an ability, we say, to write off legacy. So how do we break out of the old way of doing things and start to think more about outcomes, more about writing off our legacy, really starting to align ourselves with the solutions of the future, which are obviously, actionable data, being proactive with the data that we have, as opposed to just reacting to historical data sets. It's about understanding the impact of cognitive, which has a huge impact. These are the types of change processes we have to go through if we're truly going to be successful in what's happening in our world.
The right way to start the discussion is, what is the business outcome we're looking to drive? How do you get someone from where they are today to what's best in class for that industry? And we actually built a large business around it. The reality is now we know that's wrong. Actually, that's the wrong way to approach it, because best in class misses the opportunity for best possible outcome. Best possible outcome comes from a lean mindset where you sort of say, there are no rules, we're going to start all over again, and that's no longer the benchmark or the standard. And so this notion of thinking back to how do you actually apply digital intervention, how do you actually take a bite-sized chunk, but how do you make it business focused, is the right way to kind of start thinking about it.